What would you do if you weren't afraid? Would you be posting that content? Would you be starting some sort of business? Would you go up to that girl in the gym and speak to her? See, bro, a lot of us live lives in a state of fear. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I came out here this morning, and fucking hell, excuse me. When I came out here this morning and I set this camera up, I felt a little bit of fear. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that every single video I filmed is me sat in my room on my own, nobody around. Now, I'm on my own here, bro. There's nobody around. I'm just surrounded by trees. I'm in a forest. There's not a soul in sight, but there's a possibility of there being somebody at some point, maybe walking past, maybe seeing what I'm doing here, right? Filming a video, talking to a camera. They might think it's weird. There's a little bit of fear there from my side of things, but I understand that the only thing that cures fear is action. So I do the thing anyway, whilst feeling the fear, because I know it's the only thing that will allow me to move forward and push through the fear. Like, a lot of us, bro, are letting fear be the thing that holds us back in life. And this is a question that we all need to ask ourselves, and this is a question that we all need to answer. What would you do if you weren't afraid? I guarantee you would be doing more with your life than what you're doing right now. I guarantee you'd be in a better position in life than you are right now. Again, maybe you'd be posting some sort of content. Maybe you'd be working a different job. Maybe you'd take a camera to the woods and start recording self-improvement videos, mindset videos. Maybe you'd talk to the camera about things that you enjoy. Philosophy. Again, maybe you'd have a girlfriend right now because you'd have the confidence and the balls to go up to a girl and speak to her. Just imagine where you could be, what point in life you could be at if fear wasn't a thing, right? If you just weren't afraid of anything. And there's obviously a reason why we feel fear, right? It's a survival mechanism. It's to keep us safe, to keep us feeling good about ourselves, right? It's to keep us comfortable. But a lot of the time, bro, this fear that we have, no matter, where it is, what position in life you're in, and no matter where you feel the fear, it's always worse in your head than it is in reality. Have you ever been in a car or a vehicle, or you've seen it on the internet where somebody drives up to like a flooded road? So the road is there's like a flash flood and the road is full of water, and they'll stop before they enter the water because they don't know how deep the water is. Like it could be like, I don't know, 20 meters wide, right? It's huge in terms of width, but depth, nobody knows how deep it is. The only way to find out is to drive through the water. Now, 9 times out of 10, bro, the depth is never as big as it looks, right? It's never as deep as it looks. It's only probably an inch or two. And now this is the same with fear, right? It might look like it's this big, huge pond or lake in front of you, but when you step into it, it's only an inch deep. It's never as bad as you think. I've read the book called The Magic of Thinking Big. I'm sure it's this book, but in this book, the author basically says that the only thing that will cure your fear in life is just taking action, is just doing it anyway. The more you prolong the fear, the bigger the fear gets. The more you feed the fear, the harder it is to overcome the fear. But the only thing that actually allows you to overcome the fear is by taking action, and it doesn't have to be a huge amount of action all at once. You don't have to go from 0 to 100. Just take the first small step. That first small step is the thing that will allow you to break past that first initial hurdle, right? The mental barrier in your mind. Because that's all it is. It's just a mental barrier that we all need to overcome. And again, I've decided to do that today, bro. I've decided to come out here, set a camera up in the middle of a forest where people could be walking about, walking their dogs, things like that. And I've decided to come here and talk to it. I might look like a fucking nutter if somebody's watching me right now. But ultimately, That's never really the case. It's never how it works in reality. It's always worse in my head than it is in the real world. I really should have had a drink this morning. I'm not going to make this video too long. I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. Just ask yourself that question, bro. Sit down. Sit down and say, like, what would I do if fear wasn't an option? What would I do if I wasn't afraid? Write down a list of 10 things that you would do right now in life if you weren't afraid of doing them. And then look at that list and say to yourself, like, shit, how much better would my life be if I actually took action on those 10 things? Because you already know the answer, right? There's a reason why you're going to write these 10 things down. You already know the answer to that question. The answer is that your life would be fucking profoundly better if you just took action on those 10 things. And again, you don't have to do them all at once. Take them step by step. Do them one by one. The important thing is that you just take action and push through the fear. That's what matters. I'm going to leave that video there, bro. I appreciate you if you watched to the end. If you want to learn a little bit more about me and how I overcame my fears in life and how I overcome the fear of talking to a camera, creating content, you could check out my paid school community at the top link in the description. Apart from that, bro, like the video, drop a comment, share it, all of that good stuff. Go out there and make it happen.